How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're back in historic best of one. I call this one Cosmos Procession. But before we get into it, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, once you are a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, just reach out to me in the chat or the comment. Say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use to unlock a mystery gift from Wizard. So very excited to be able to offer that to you. Thank you so much for watching, and let's hop into it. Alright, so this is a Bant list, which is green, white, and blue. The basic idea is we want to ramp into our Anointed Procession, and then start dropping things that create tokens, and we do those with Vivien, Monster's Advocate. She comes in at 3 loyalty, and it says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Her +1 ability, we create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Put your choice of a vigilance counter, a reach counter, or a trample counter on it. And then her -2 ability, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield. Oops, sorry. And then shuffle your library. So that is one token generator. Then we have, of course, Koma, the Cosmos Serpent. He comes in, he's a 6/6. He cannot be countered, and at the beginning of each upkeep, we create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Koma's Coil. We can sacrifice another serpent at any time, and either tap down target permanent, and its activated abilities can't be activated this turn, or he gains indestructible. And so then back to Anointed Procession. For those of you who do not know this card, what this card does, it's an enchantment that says if an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. We have main token generation in Vivien and in Koma. So once we have an Anointed Procession down, and this is obviously not a legendary permanent, so we can have multiple on the battlefield. So we can essentially have, if we have 3 anointed down, we get 2, 4, 6. I think it's like 8 tokens, and the same thing with Koma. So this is a stackable. But then to make it even more ridiculous, we have 3 copies of Spark Double. It's a creature illusion, and when he enters the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it if it's a creature, and it enters with an additional loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary key point. So we can copy either our Vivien or our Koma and just keep getting more and more and more and more ridiculous. Other than that, like I said, we have our ramp in Llanowar Elves. We have the full playset of Paradise Druid, which helps us fix our mana base, and also she's hexproof as long as she's untapped. And then the other thing I wanted to try, I threw in 4 Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy. He's a 2/2, and it says whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. But more importantly, his ability, we can pay 7 and look at the top 5 cards of our library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So he can help us dig for our Cosima, which we'll get to in a minute, our Spark Double, our Koma, and at the top end we have 1 copy of Craterhoof Behemoth. He's a 5/5 with haste, and when Craterhoof Behemoth enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So we plan on having multiple creatures on the board, so usually we can just push through and end the game right there. With Craterhoof Behemoth, have like a bunch of 15/15s with trample all across the board, which is really nice. And we can find that, like I said, with Kinnan, and we can also -2 with Vivien if we play like a Koma and search up another Spark Double to copy one of our other permanents, or we can play a Koma, find a Cosima, any of the creatures really. So that's another cool thing. We have 2 copies of Cosima, God of the Voyage, or the Omen Keel. Her creature side is what we're more interested in. She's a 2/4, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile her, and it gains whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control. If she's exiled, we put a Voyage counter on it. If we don't, return her to the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it and draw X cards, where X is the number of Voyage counters on her. And then we have 3 copies of Cultivate to kind of help us a little bit more fixing and ramping. At sorcery speed, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, and put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, and then shuffle your library. And then finally we have 3 copies of Elspeth Conquers Death. The first chapter, exile target permanent and opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. And then the final chapter, return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 or loyalty counter on it. And then finally, one of Pledge of Unity. This is a slot. This is a flex slot that I'm still messing around with. At instant speed, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and you gain 1 life for each creature you control. And then 2 copies of Heroic Intervention. At instant speed, permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So help us protect from a board wipe. Not an Ugin, unfortunately. Just a 2 of here. And yeah, that's basically the deck. We have a 3.5 converted mana cost, running 21 creatures and 24 lands. Speaking of lands, we have 2 plains, 5 islands, 1 forest, the full playset of Sunpetal Grove, the full playset of Temple Garden, the full playset of Breeding Pool, and the full playset of Hinterland Harbor. Let's hop into some games. Let's see how we do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am still having issues with my sound. I don't know why. I'm still working on the issues. I've tried every single thing I possibly can in OBS. I've read blogs, I've read sites. I don't think it's my CPU, I don't think it's my GPU. But for some reason, if I record more than one video, or sometimes just the first video, the sound starts getting corrupted, the video starts getting choppy. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, so bear with me, guys. Appreciate it. So we have an alpha with the Ajani. Alright, so we have a 2-lander here. We do have a Llanowar Elves, and we do have a Paradise Druid, and we do have a Cosima for card draw, so I guess we can try this. Let's see how crazy our opponent's list is. It's like every time I play these in the play queue, it's like if your deck's not top tier, that's all you play. Okay, so no sense in having this come into play untapped. We'll play out our Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid resolves, that's nice. Okay, opponent plays a Spectral Sailor. Some type of flash deck. Oh, got him. I'll take it. Alright, let's hop into another one. Deep Op. Okay. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. We have a Llanowar, we have a Paradise, we have a Cultivate. I'd like to see maybe something a little bit better than this, but I guess we can't really complain, right? So we'll go ahead and unfortunately crack this Breeding Pool. I'm trying to think of other cards I could run in this deck. I'm thinking about Paradox Engine, this being historic. That way we can just we put in like 3 Paradox Engines and like 1 Jaspara Elves, so we can use our tokens to tap down too. Okay, so we'll play Sunpetal here. Do we Cultivate? I think we do. So we need blue, green. We have a white, so blue and green. Green in it first. So if this is mono green, we're just trying to race. Oh, it's not. Smell some jank, some season of growth here. I don't know why I shocked it in. That was dumb. Oh, there's an attack. I don't know why I shocked it in there. That was my misplay. So, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Okay. As long as you control a creature with power 4 greater than it can attack as though it didn't have defended. Okay. Well, we're gonna drop a Koma next turn, so that's good. No blocks. Let's make it like this. Alright, so now we can tap down and we can give him indestructible in case he decides to get frisky or drop a questing beast on us. Toski. Whenever a creature uses combat display to draw a card. Okay. Thing is, this is not an activated ability, so even tapping him down will do nothing. So we just need to get blockers. But we can exile next turn, which is nice. My turn? Okay. So, we definitely want to get rid of him. We don't want him drawing any cards. Let's play out our Cosima. No attacks. Next turn we swing for lethal. I think that was the right move, taking out the Toski. Could have another one, but... Reach. Resolve. Okay. Should do it. Seems like a bit of damage. Got him. Oh, I love it. I always love those jank wins, you know? Alright, on to the next one. That was awesome. Alright, so we got a 2-lander here. We have a Llanowar Elves, we have a Kinnan. We do have a 42% chance to draw a land, so let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Okay. Jingatha. Oh, it's an Aetherflux Reservoir deck. Well, don't know if I want to spark double, right? We got 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna attack here. We're probably dead next turn. If we can get the Koma out, we might have a chance because we can at least tap down the Aetherflux Reservoir. We can't stop its ability from going off, but we can stop them from paying the life. So next turn we'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's just playing a bunch of 0 spell artifacts. There's the Paradox Engine. I think that might be game. Yeah, because even Koma, we can't protect. We can't do anything. Unfortunately. Now that's the only type of jank that I don't like. The ones that basically once they get going, it's you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Like Koma's a pretty powerful card, but he's not like all powerful. You know what I mean? But like that particular list, once they go infinite, they can just keep casting 0 spells. So even if I tap him down with Koma, it doesn't matter because Paradox Engine untaps him. So. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. We have no mana dorks. We have no blue sources, so we're going to mulligan this. We got a Cultivate. We got a Llanowar Elves. We'll keep. Drop 1 card. I think we'll drop the Spark Double. Alright, unfortunately we'll have to shock in here. Hopefully we're not playing mono red. Nico with the bolus. Alright, pass to us. Let's try this Cultivate. Okay, as long as it's not a Warrior Disruption, that's fine. So we need 2 green. 2 blue. Spectral Snailer. Well, let's get this Anointed Procession out. That's going to be important. Smack. Now, most certainly he has counter spells, but the good thing about Koma, you can't counter him, which is lovely. You can bounce him though, which is annoying. But if he bounces them, we just play him again. And we do get the Serpent. So we'll see. We're already pretty far behind. 4, 5. See if this gets countered. Excuse me. I wonder you guys think Kinnan is a waste? Do I not have enough mana dwarfs? I mean, you know, of course I'm just choose attackers. Yeah, might as well. Can't block, so. Would have loved to seen a Vivien for the reach. That's the one thing that we're weak against. That's why I included Vivien in this list, so we can get those reach tokens. But, you know, we are running Bant, so we might have some other options for flyers. We look at Elder Gargaroth. Yeah, I think we're done here. I think we're done here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Couldn't quite get there. Couldn't quite get there. We are running enough dorks. I just don't really want to make the list too much. Let's see. Let's check this out here. So, if we drop because double. Go down to 2 Kinnan, 3 Kinnan. I believe Paradox Engine is 5 though, so I don't know if I really feel comfortable doing that. And then maybe we bump up a Cultivate. And then four drops. Do another Spark double. You know what? Let's put in a Cosmos Elixir. How about that? Try it like that. Definitely probably have to cut some cards, maybe like cut 1 Elspeth and add 1 more additional land. But this is still the, well, this will be now the second iteration of this list. If this was an untapped land, I would take it, but gosh, this seems slow too. Yeah, let's keep it. Why not? Right? Drop a heroic intervention. Look at that. However, playing black-red, we could be in trouble. Cultivate. But we get lucky and draw another one, so that's nice. Green, blue, since we already have a white. Put the green down first. Another Thoughtseize, wow. Nice. One of the best cards in Historic. Don't know what type of deck this is yet. Obviously some type of Mardu control. Well, just in time. I think for this we'll name Reach just in case he has flyers.
I love making new
Surely he
friends.
probably has also.
This is why I don't trust people.
Cool. Well, just keep playing stuff. So we got 2 Thoughtseize and 2 Storm's Wrath. That's a hell of an opening hand, if I don't say so myself. And he's running white too. Oh, Reanimator deck. I'm good. I don't really want to trade for a 1/1, and then he's also going to get the benefit from Bastion of Remembrance. What kind of deck is this? Some type of Reanimator. Okay, so like a Mardu Reanimator. Sure. I mean, it just looks like opponent had the nuts right off the bat. Good. Anointed Procession's nice. Okay. Just he's running Unburial Rites. He's digging for something. So what is this? Just a bunch of control and then a couple big boys. My buddy Mateo has put together a nice Reanimator list that I've been working on. Okay. Well, that's nice. I'm sure she won't live, but... I mean, he hasn't played any big creatures, so... He hasn't found whatever he's looking for. I don't know whatever that is. Yes, we will exile her. And we will cultivate. Name white since we have a bunch. Still no creatures. But the longer we wait, battlefield, you may return target dragon permanent card from your grave to the battlefield. Okay, so he hasn't hit whatever. Alright, let's see what he hits. Another Thoughtseize. It's fine. Is that 4 Thoughtseize? I mean, he has done... I'm gonna decline and decline. Alright, I wish I would stop hitting spark doubles. You can pump him too, so unfortunately we'll have to just wait. I mean, he obviously doesn't care about his life total. Oh. Got him. That was unexpected. I mean, you know, 4 Thoughtseize and, you know, 6 Lock Twain activations can do that. I think that was the first time I ever played somebody that killed themselves. Oh, that's kind of funny. I'm sorry, I have to take a peek one more time. 24 lands. Paradox Engine's a waste. And let's just run an additional forest. Try that. I believe. Let's go. Fight quiz. Alright, so we get a 3-lander here. Crew 1. We have a Kinnan. Let's try it out. Green is good. We like green. Shock in this Llanowar. I think if our opponent is mono green, the most important thing would be to get Cosima out immediately. Okay, so far so good. Lotus Cobra. Alright, so as of right now, could be anything. Been a lot of elementals on the ladder lately. A lot of actually really cool elemental decks. I think I'm going to revisit the elementals, especially now that I have a couple masked with Nexus. See, it wasn't mono green. And he's got white, so this is definitely elementals, no? Yes. Alright, yes, this is probably the Zendakar's Royal Mask with Nexus deck. Yeah, I think we will. Yeah, I think I'll attack into that. See if he wants to trade with any of these. I don't think he will. Oh, the Soul Warden, too. Wonder if he has a way of bringing it back. Have a 44% chance to draw a land. Dispute Swarm. Let's play the Omen Keel, and then we'll play the Llanowar, and we'll pass. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from among those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Replicating Ring. What the hell? Yeah, this is definitely a jank deck, for sure. He has no lands either.
I speak for the wilds. Unbound.
For now, let's do Vigilance.
I called,
Sure.
and Decoria answers.
We're just gonna try this. Don't think we need red, but we'll have this. We'll play this. So he's gonna try and kill my Vivien? Or for to use land cards, put them on the battlefield, tap, then check your library if this will kick up signals. Okay. Okay. And we all go for Vivien. Yep. Gee, I was gonna say, it
Don't
doesn't kill
worry.
it.
I hold grudges.
Alright, we have to bring her back. Desperately need white. Let's play out the Llanowar. Ugh. So I'm assuming it's under the land drop. I mean, it is what it is. We stalled out. Gave him enough time. Just control gain haste, sure. 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 You know, it's now that I think about it, we'll decline this. I'm just gonna do this because we already lost. It is what it is. We just had too slow of a start. Oh, he let us... Really? Wow, got him. Wasn't expecting that. Maybe he just didn't want to do the math. I mean, we would have took out most of his board, but he would have still been alive. That's interesting. Alright. I think we got time for one more. I'm feeling it here. Feeling it. Let's just take one more look, sorry. Yeah, let's go one more. I gotta do it. Excuse me. I would rather play fun decks like this, fun to play decks, you know? Instead of like top tier decks all the time, you know? That's why every once in a while, if I'm tired of losing, I'll switch to a top tier deck, but this is what I enjoy about Magic, just the variety and just having fun with the game. Okay, we're gonna mulligan. This seems better. We have a Llanowar. We're gonna have to drop one. I guess we'll drop the Elspeth. Or do we drop the No! Alright, real quick. One more. I know some of my viewers ask why I include those type of matches, if you will. It's because I don't edit my videos, because I don't have time to edit my videos. I'm still dealing with my my sound and video corruption issue. That's my first priority. I would like to be able to, but it's just so much, you know. This is not my full-time job. I'm just a hobby. If one day it becomes to that point, I would love it. I would love to get into editing more, but as of right now, I just don't have the time to edit. So, if that answers you guys' questions. So I have a 2-lander here. It's not very exciting. I do have a 43% chance to draw a land. I just, especially in the historic format, not doing anything for 2 turns is kind of horrible. This isn't much better, but I don't think I want to go down any further, so we'll keep this, and we'll drop a Cultivate. And we are at the mercy of the gods, as they'd say. Alright. Trespasser's Curse. Well, that's kind of shitty. So we have our white. Let's do green and blue. Let's do green first. Well, go ahead and get the Cosmos Elixir out there. That kind of makes it a little better. So it kind of negates this. He does get to gain life still, though, which is kind of annoying. Dread Presence, sure. Oh, let's play this one. See, these are not activated abilities, are they? So I think the main thing here is just going to be giving him indestructible. I think that's what we're going to hold off on. So then that way he'll have to target my baby serpent first. If he has exile, there's nothing we can do about that, but we have another one. So he's running Trespasser's Curse with Dread Presence. Sure. Solemn. Sure. Sure. Well, he's obviously running blood in the snow with all these snow-covered lands. Yep. That's a creature. Alright. Let's play Cosima. Destroy all creatures. 4, 5, 6. He's right there. So I think we're just going to go in with the Serpent. He destroys all creatures, that's fine. In an ideal world, we would like Cosima to survive, but we do have the Cosmos Elixir working for us. I think he's going to have to board wipe, or else we're coming in pretty heavy. So he's got some targets. He is running Cabal Stronghold as well. I just realized that. That's not good. And this is historic, so he could be running Mastermind's Acquisition. We could be in trouble here. We could be in trouble here. Yep. Alright, so he's got 4 mana available. Probably searching for a Vraska's Contempt or something. Oh, an extinction event. Yeah, that doesn't help us. Nice. We're gonna exile her for sure. Yep. So I think that worked out a little bit better for us than him. But like I said, just waiting for that blood in the snow. Again, false stronghold. Sure. Gray Merchant. Okay. Looks like this list is a little bit all over the place. Just gonna attack him like this. Sure. You just got so much mana right now with those stuff. Cabal Strongholds. Ugin? Sure. So it's a gray merchant deck? Yep. So 10 damage to the face. Yep. Problem is these are not activated abilities, right? Activated abilities. Let's do green, I think. We'll decline. We actually might be dead here. We might be dead here. Sure. Yeah, this is funny. This is like the only time we'll be... Oh. We're gonna try it. I don't know if this is how this works. What we'll do is tap target permanent. We'll sack you. We'll play Craterhoof. Oh, never mind. Killed myself. So, if I would make any last minute changes, I know the deck could be tweaked more, for sure. We have Mythos of Luna available to us, which could take it to another level. Mythos of Luna is a 4-drop. So let's cut Kinnan altogether. Let's cut Pledge of Unity. We never see it. I like the Mythos. Let's cut an Elspeth. But see, the thing with Mythos is it doesn't... I don't believe... Could have taken this copy of target permanent. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so creating a token of target permanent. Get another Cosmos Elixir. Okay. And Cosmina's so good, but I don't have any more copies of her. That's the problem. Yeah. So let's do green, white, 3 rare, mythic rare. That would be funny. Slaughter the Strong. Glasspool Mimic. Sea Dasher. Legendary creatures. Ember could help us push damage. And whenever you cast a creature spell, okay. Touch, indestructible, changeling. Okay. attacker block unless you control. Okay, for greater. Steel leaf. Read checks blue. That could be fun. Alright, I feel like something like that. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. If you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, once you have followed or subscribed on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, just reach out to me in the chat of the comments. Say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed. And I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.